G'day everyone, Steve here from the Parent Rebellion. Hope you're all ready and prepared for Christmas. We've finally got our act together, we're good to go, and should not have to battle those shitty shops anymore. I think we're pretty well organised. Just quickly, wanted to talk about something I refer to as pack leader syndrome. Now, you've probably heard me refer to it in a couple of the other videos about everybody needs a pack leader. Animals, lions, tigers, wolves, they all have a pack leader, and that is an alpha. It doesn't have to be a male, so I'm not sitting here saying it has to be a male, but it has to be someone. There has to be someone as the designated pack leader. And no different with parenting. So we need a pack leader. Now, whether that's mum, dad, both, even better, but a pack leader has to be established so that the kids, the young, if you like, know who's who in the zoo. Now, I see very often in shopping centres where parents are negotiating, and you can see the fear in their eyes with kids as young as 3 and 4. The kids want something, they're about to chuck a fit, and the parents are like, oh, okay, sweetheart, yes, we'll get that for you. You know what? That's the start of it. And then it continues into adolescence, teenagers, young adults, boom, it's all over. So if you're not going to be the pack leader and you're not going to assert your authority, and by that I don't mean, physically, I mean emotionally, assert your authority and let the kids know who the boss is essentially, then they will realise there's no pack leader here. It must be me. I'm going to take on the role, because every time I threaten to crack the shits, or I chuck a tantrum because I don't get what I want, or it might be as simple as I just ask for what I want and I get everything, I must be the pack leader. You're in a world of hurt if that day comes. So understand this, you don't have to be a horrible dictator as a parent. You don't. But you do have to stand up and say no every now and again. Stop being best friends with your kids. There's a balance, right? Yeah, you can have moments where you're besties and all that, but you can't have it the majority of the time. You have to assert your authority, and by doing that, you let them know that you're not going to put up with their crap, right? They understand what it's like to hear the word no, and they will eventually get used to it, trust me. But at the end of the day, if you're not prepared to do that in the early days, you are going to make a rod for your back, and you will live life with the greatest of regret. So, pack leader, what does that look like? You just need to let the kids know, I'm running this shit show, not you. Don't let them dictate, don't let them dominate. Even those times where we just want a bit of peace and quiet, we go, you know what, just go do your iPad, that's cool. That's fine, it's every now and again. But if you do that consistently, give in to everything they want, they're going to think they run the show. And that's on you as a parent. So again, you don't have to be a dictator, you just have to have some authority. And that comes with saying no, it comes with making requests and having expectations of that outcome. And if the outcomes aren't met, there are consequences. So put your shit in the basket, put your dishes in the sink. If it doesn't happen, there's no iPad, there's no PS5, there's no going out with your mates, there's no getting online. They'll eventually comply, but if you keep giving in, you're in a world of hurt. So be the pack leader, understand what that looks like, understand that it doesn't take a lot of authority, it just takes some authority, right? It's letting them know who's in charge. Let's take back parenting.